The following is a production of Learfield Sports.
A new era of Chattanooga Mocs basketball has begun, with head coach Matt McCall leading the way.
I could not be more excited to be the basketball coach of this great university. The biggest thing for me are these players. Yeah, I thought the students were awesome. They came out. We need that every night.
UTC basketball is home to 28 Southern Conference championships and 60 all-conference performers.
I'm really excited about embarking on this journey with them going forward here.
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Basketball, hosted by head coach Matt McCall and the voice of the Mocs, Jim Reynolds. Brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
Welcome to Inside Chattanooga Basketball. I'm Jim Reynolds. All three winter sports teams currently in first place. Men's, women's basketball, and wrestling, all on top of their Southern Conference standings as things stand right now. On the program today, we're going to get motivated with motivational speaker Inky Johnson, who talked to the UTC athletes earlier this week, and we'll have highlights of a pair of men's basketball victories over Western Carolina and East Tennessee State. So highlights and victories coming up as Inside Chattanooga Basketball returns in just a moment.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Basketball has been brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies.
Robertson guarded by Mike Brown. Inside to Toyo. Toyo off the glass, off the break, and UTC with a quick 2-0 lead out in front to Greg Pryor. In the corner goes E-Rob, drives on the baseline, runner on the way, is up and in. Eric Robertson with a basket. Didn't score Monday against Wofford, but gets on the bound. McClain looks and looks, bounce pass into Hester, who jams it. That's good play. 6-2, UTC on top by 4. McClain the other way to Greg Pryor. Back to Trey McClain. McClain, little stutter step behind the back dribble, goes up the runner on the way and good. McClain got the rebound on one end and then got the basket outlet pass Pryor. Chattanooga moves it down the floor, leading by 5. Pryor goes all the way, gets a screen and lays it up and in and one. Greg Pryor will get credit for the 2 for Chattanooga. Near side, Oldham on the wing. Out in front, Pryor. Pump fake three-pointer on the way and good. Perfect switch for Pryor. He's got 6 points. His rebound no good. Grabs his rebound again. Pump fake off the glass and good. Trey McClain really playing well. Chuck Hester. Inside Trey McClain. Reverse layup. Athletic move for Trey McClain, who's been in the half. Pryor stops on the Esther. He fires up the 3 on the way and good. Chuck Esther with a rare 3 as well. Gives it on the far side. Brand 3 from the corner on the way and good. Alex Brand with some playing time. That's why he's there. 29. Little give and go into Pryor. Back on the perimeter goes. Alex Brand's 3-pointer. He hit another one. Alex Brand is second 3. 30 gives it to Dee Oldham. Esther, free throw line, jumper on the way, rims out no good. Hold up, puts it back up and in. In midair, he just flicked it back up and in. 1:15 to play in the half. JBC on the run, and that's pretty quick. Throws up the shot, but slammed down by Justin Toyo. Eric Robertson, give and go, little pick and roll, and Toyo lays it up and in. He's got a dozen. 42-24. Cook to Greg Pryor. Bounce pass far side. Etheridge in the game as well. Cook open look 3-pointer is good. JBC with a 3. Dee Oldham gives it into Toyo. Toyo up and under layup. Good, and he's fouled. Justin Toyo, 2 more. He's got 14 so far. Side Oldham. Back to Cook. Drives the baseline. Goes in. Layup is up and in. Jonathan Burrows Cook with his 5th point of the night. And it's 49 for Chattanooga. Back the other way comes Chattanooga. Quickly inside to Toyo. Toyo splits the defense and lays it up and in. He's got 16. 13 left to play in the game. Mocs lead 12. Underneath, Greg Pryor. Pump fake, lays it up and in. Got Pryor going to the basket, got himself underneath. And Chuck Esther on the dribble. Drives inside, stops, lays it up and good. And Chuck Esther gets the whistle as well. Mocs needed a pass inside. Drives inside, kicks in the corner. McClain for a three and good. Trey McClain, first field goal, second half is a three-pointer. To Chuck Esther on front. Esther to E-Rob. His three is good. Eric Robertson's first three of the night. Plenty for Chattanooga. Mocs with a steal. Outlet pass Toyo in the open floor. And the slam. His 18th point of the night. 3:56. He's had a great second half. Browning for Western Carolina. 12 points on the night. Driving inside, layup up and in by Jonathan Burrows-Cook. He'll just take a dribble or two, and this one will go final.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Basketball has been brought to you by Coca-Cola. Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler.
I'm Inky Johnson, inspirational speaker, servant, father, husband. I used to play football at Tennessee, and my junior year I had a real serious injury. You know, my career ended, I almost lost my life. I had a paralyzed right arm and hand, and I was faced with a defining moment in my life. And I said, okay, I'm not gonna let a circumstance define my life, so how can I use this circumstance or situation to impact other people's lives? You know, because a lot of people have it 10 times worse than I do, so I was convicted to use the things I've been through to be a blessing to other people. So I got injured in the fall, and so that spring was when I said, man, listen, I need to get up and I need to just go out and start. You know, start serving, you know, start encouraging, start inspiring, start motivating. Oh, over the past couple of years, I've been north of 250 dates a year, and so I get out several times a week. I feel it's my responsibility to give back to the world what others have given to me. Oh, me and David Blackburn and Scott Altizer, we go way back. You know, to my recruiting days out of high school, you know, they believed in me when nobody else did. And those guys came in with Tennessee and they offered me a scholarship and they believed in me. And it changed my family's life. You know, it broke a generational curse in my family. I was the first one in my family to go to college. And so for them to come in and do something like that for me, it's loyalty, you know, and I think the world of those guys, man, I really do. It's like that old quote that says, if you see a turtle sitting on top of a fence post, you know it didn't get there by itself. And so the same is with us as individuals. It's a lot of people that make up who I am. And so like I said before, people don't have to take time out of their days and lives to invest in people. And so when people do it for me, I can't speak for anybody else, but when people invest in me, believe in me, and see things in me that I can't see in myself, I feel it's my responsibility to pay that forward in life to other people.
It's time for the Student Athlete Spotlight, brought to you by Southeast Bank.
A different experience, something different than what I was used to. When I decided that I was going to transfer from UT Martin back in last December, I started to reach out and network to some local colleges from where I'm from. And I landed with Coach Wade, and we worked out a situation that best fit for me, and that's what brought me up here. It's something that every athlete doesn't experience, obviously. It's different, it's against the norm. But I look at it as a positive, because you know, out of all the 4 coaches that I've had, every one of them brings something different to the table that can, you know, that you can take pieces of each one and mold it together and make something positive out of it, something beneficial. So instead of just kind of being down and sulking about something different every year, I just kind of use it as a positive and just add it to motivation, you know, and build off of it. That's from childhood, you know, just from the way I was raised. You know, I was always taught never accept losing. You know, you're not gonna win everything, obviously, you know, but always put your all into it and never be okay with losing. So, I mean, I guess that's just kind of a childhood trait that has stuck with me for the years. I think that just comes from things that I've been through in life. You know, a lot of different forms of adversity I faced. And, I mean, really the only way to get through things is to stay with an optimistic mindset. And if you don't maintain that, you're just, you know, you're not gonna, it's gonna be hard to persevere. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna do it, but it's gonna make it even tougher.
The Learfield Sports Directors Cup honors the nation's best overall collegiate athletic program in each division, men's and women's sports. The prestigious award continues its reign as the crowning achievement in college athletics. To follow your favorite team, like us on Facebook. Find us in USA Today, online, and on Twitter at LS Directors Cup. Over 2 decades of excellence, the Learfield Sports Directors Cup.
This segment of Inside Chattanooga Basketball has been brought to you by FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.
Front. Second half of this basketball doubleheader at McKenzie Arena. Robertson's three on the way and good. Good start for E-Rob after he struck. A lot of minutes in there. Inside it goes to Toyo. Off the glass for 2. Justin Toyo, nice power move inside. Esther gives it to E-Rob. Eric Robertson jumps it inside. Esther goes up. Layup is good and he gets the whistle. 3-point. Move the basketball around. Inside it goes. Driving inside McClain. Turnaround fadeaway is good. Trey McClain knocks it down. He lost win with his first field goal, and that makes it a 12-9 Chattanooga lead. Quickly back as Pryor. No one picked him up. He just stopped, fired, and hit it. Slapped out of there. Duke Etheridge now in the game. Jonathan Burrows-Cook drives the baseline. Reverse layup up and in. Use that quickness and went underneath. Some pressure on the Bucks. In the backcourt is Gwynn. Stolen away. It goes to Eric Robertson. Robertson to Jonathan Burrows-Cook. E-Rob 3 from the corner is good. Second 3 for Eric. Drives, hands it off to McClain. McClain full pivot out in front. E-Rob near side 3-pointer is good. Eric Robertson, 3 3-pointers. And your side it goes, Eric Robertson. Robertson underneath, it goes into Esther. Pump fake off the glass, good, and he's fouled from behind. Wow. Justin Toyo gives it into Trey McClain. Turnaround, one-hander is good. Mocs needed basket. McClain went hard in the lane. Bucks lead at 37-32. Jumper on the way for the Mocs. That's good for Dee Oldham. Dee Oldham nails the basket for the Mocs. Toyo gives it far side. Jumper on the way. E-Rob with 3 more. Eric Robinson, 12 points in the first. East Tennessee State leading it by 1. Bucks 41-40. Near side 3-pointer, that's good by Dee Oldham. Oldham's nailed a couple of threes. He's got 8 points. He was almost tackled. Mocs trying to run 4-on-4. All the way is Trey McClain. No one cut him off. He lays it up and in. 1 minute to McClain. Drives in the lane. E-Rob underneath Toyo. Toyo drives. He goes up off the glass and good. Justin Toyo has scored 4 points. It's a live ball. Rebound Chuck Esther. Esther down the floor into McClain. McClain underneath. Pump fake off the glass and good. Trey McClain for 2. Bucks might need to get down the floor. Pryor had a notion, passed it up. 3-pointer by McClain is good. Trey McClain, the run for Chattanooga. Now 16. The dribble. Gives it to Dee Oldham. Oldham out in front. Far side it goes McClain. 3-pointer is good. Perfect switch. Trey McClain to Esther. Esther to Eric Robertson. Robertson in front of the UTC bench. Open look 3-pointer is good. Eric Robertson now with 15. Out in front it goes to Esther, top of the key. Near side Eric Robertson drives the baseline. Bounce pass inside. Off the glass up and in to Trey McClain. Good job by E-Rob to break to Greg Pryor. Mocs inside Toyo by himself for a moment. Goes up and puts it up and in and is fouled. He went up and that one spun on the rim. And looks inside, gets around a screen. Free throw line drives, pump fake, throws up the shot and gets a friendly roll. Drives the baseline, spins, back on the perimeter. McClain's 3 is good. He is on fire today. Trey McClain, 3 more. Stops in the lane. Back to Esther, 10-second shot clock. McClain gets it back and buries the 3. Trey McClain, he's got 28. Wow, 92-84. Mocs, alley-oop inside. Toyo, who throws it down. Mocs beat the press. Mocs with a 10-point win over East Tennessee State. And as we speak right now, there's a 3-way tie for the top spot.
We celebrate you, loyal UTC fans, who brave sunburn and parking game after game. You super fans who live, eat, and breathe your UTC sports. And you, family of fanatics, passing down your game day traditions. No matter who you are, Mighty Mocs, FSG has you covered. Get the exclusive Power C debit card and show your UTC pride. Together, we'll ride the rails to victory. FSG Bank is proud to be the official bank of UTC Athletics.
Welcome back to Inside Chattanooga Basketball. I'm Jim Reynolds, along with Mocs head basketball coach Matt McCall. And a couple of home games. I know we talked about protecting home court. We'll talk about them as a group to begin with. But Western Carolina, East Tennessee State, pretty good challenges right there in those two games last week.
Yeah, no question. You know, obviously East Tennessee came in here undefeated in our league. Playing great basketball, had some big wins, especially on the road as a team, and unbelievable environment we played in, and obviously it was a short turnaround after a big win on Thursday night. So, you know, our guys really did an unbelievable job of getting refocused and locked in on the next opponent, and, you know, it was business as usual on Thursday night. We didn't take anything lightly. We knew how good of a team that Western Carolina was, and Coach Hunter's a terrific coach, and there was no looking ahead to East Tennessee. It was take care of business on Thursday, and then had a one-day prep and really got locked into East Tennessee and played in front of a great environment on Saturday night.
Just kind of slowly pulled away against Western Carolina, right?
Well, I think it's the way they play. I think that they try to, you know, really junk up the game, and extremely physical basketball team. And you know, it's kind of how you have to play against them. You got to take care of the ball. They were number one in our league in steals coming into the game. So the biggest key was taking care of the ball and keeping them off the offensive backboard. And we were able to do those things. I think the biggest thing with them as well coming under our game, they were shooting a ridiculous percentage from the three-point line. So, you know, putting a lot of focus and emphasis on defending the three is ultimately why we were able to stretch a lead there and win the basketball game.
And you have had some concern about your three-point percentage defense before, right?
Oh, no question. And, you know, especially going into that game with how high of a percentage, you know, they were shooting. You know, obviously Saturday, East Tennessee made some threes in the game. I think a lot of them were tough and contested, and, you know, you got to tip your hat on a couple of the ones that they made. But, you know, luckily for us, we were able to score a bunch of points in that game, which is why we were able to win the game.
No, everyone was able to score a bunch of points in that game.
It was a balanced effort. You know, anytime you get two guys going over 20, you know, it just shows you there's a lot of balance there on the team, and guys playing unselfish. Then Eric Robertson comes in, he chips in 15. So, you know, Western Carolina was another game where we had 5 guys in double figures. You know, East Tennessee, we had 2 guys go over 20. So just balance, and the guys continue to play unselfishly and move and share the ball and play for each other.
When you get a lot of contributions, that's your perfect script, isn't it?
There's no question. I mean, I think that, you know, something we've been preaching since we've got here is playing the game unselfish, playing for each other. And with the amount of firepower we have on offense, when we do that, we can be really tough to guard. And, you know, the last several games here, our guys have put an emphasis on that and really focused in on that. And that's why we've been able to have success.
As we saw in the highlights a moment ago, East Tennessee State, very athletic. You guys are very athletic. There's some pretty good highlight films that are going on for a while.
It was a fun game. I think it was a fun game, just both teams battling out in a high-level conference game. You know, first place on the line, and, you know, neither team wanted to lose. And I think that was evident in the way the game was played, and it was back and forth there for a while. It was a game of runs, and, you know, we really got off to a good start to start the second half, which stretched the lead, and we never really gave that lead away in the second half, and ultimately why we were able to come out with a victory.
I was going to say, I know you heard me talk about the rivalry between the Mocs and Bucks. I think it lived up to that. I think the people were into it. I think the players played well. I think it was a fun game for a fan to watch.
Yeah, no question. And I think it's evident that, when we get on the bus and head up there in a couple weeks, it's going to be an unbelievable environment with a great crowd. And, we're going to have to put our best foot forward and play our best game because, like you're saying, fans are excited and teams are excited that this rivalry is back. You got two teams now, that have been rivals in the past. Now they're in the same league again. So, it puts some emphasis on that game and gets fans really excited about it.
3 straight on the road, not back at home till February.
Yeah, if you look at our schedule, 6 of 9 on the road in January, 6 of 9 at home in February. So, got a big test here coming up this weekend with 2 road games. Then we obviously get our off week and then play another one on the road next week. So, big test for our team going forward here. And, we got 2 days to get prepared before we play on Thursday night.
Mocs take on UNC Greensboro on the road Thursday, Saturday afternoon on the road at VMI. The UTC women's basketball team currently in first place as well. Next time, we'll have highlights of their game. Women's basketball coming up on our next edition of Inside Chattanooga Basketball.
Inside Chattanooga Basketball has been brought to you by Allegra, 24-hour relief from indoor and outdoor allergies. By Coca-Cola, Chattanooga Coca-Cola Bottling Company, the world's largest Coca-Cola bottler. By FSG Bank, proud to be the official bank of Chattanooga Mocs Athletics.